Everyone has been talking about disappearing for 6 months, disappear for 6 months, and then shock your enemies, come out this new person, this and that. And 9 out of 10 times, it's usually in regards to fitness goals. But then, there's the financial aspect. A lot of financial gurus have been talking about that. Disappear for 6 months, work hard, work hard, work hard, and then come, and then you're going to be in a whole new different place financially than you are. A lot of people don't know where to even begin, and they don't really explain where to begin. It's very nice to hear speeches, motivational speeches. I even listen to them when I'm working or I'm starting to lose motivation on my workout journey or whatever. I'll listen to a good motivational speech, but a lot of people don't know where to begin. So this video, I'm going to tell you 5 major things that you need to do while you're disappearing in 5 months, but also you're going to get some real results guaranteed, and you're going to transform yourself and you're going to transform your life. You're going to really reinvent your life on a deeper level than just the aesthetic, I promise. Hey friend, welcome to my channel, Karina Lude Mental Gym. This channel is dedicated to leveling up in all areas of your life. So let us learn together, read together, but most importantly, grow together. Now, without further ado, let's get into this video. I saw this post on Instagram, which I'll post up here for you. He says, the person you will be in 5 years depends on the books you read, the food you eat, the habits you build, the friends you meet, the workouts you do, the money you invest, the sacrifices you make. Act accordingly. Your future self is watching. The easiest, sure way to get results from where everyone else around you start to see that you transformed and you yourself start to see you transform is to start to read. I know not everybody's a reader, but get Audible. And if you don't have Audible, there's audiobooks here on YouTube for free where you can find a book and you just let it play while you're driving, while you're cooking, while you're picking up kids. Even while you're at the gym, you could be listening to a book. Why I say that, not all books are created equally. There are books that are not gonna do it for you, okay, for your mind. But I do have a book club on this channel where it's free for you guys. We do breakdowns of books and reviews and stuff so you can kind of know, check out my playlist and just enjoy that. But a couple books that I know that are transformative aside from the Bible, of course, number one is The Body Keeps the Score. Even the 48 Laws of Power, I always tell people it's good to understand other people and their sneaky manipulative ways to protect yourself. Even The Art of Seduction if you're into that, but also How to Win Friends and Influence People, The Game of Life and How to Play It. Looks like that, everything in my book club. You start to read it and you will notice the transformation in yourself, and others will too. How to communicate better, how to have better influence even over, if you're working for corporate America, over your bosses, other employees, or if you own your own business, how to really work your employees, motivate them. Those are even in the books. And if you want to climb to a better place, a better position in your life, even in your love life, how to communicate, how to spot manipulation from men or women, etc. These books, once you read them, they do, make you have a different view of the world if you're reading them and you're actually paying attention. You know how sometimes you're reading a book and your mind wanders to whatever? That is definitely not what I mean, but I mean reading to understand or listening to understand. Those books are very transformative, right? Reading a book is one of the number one ways that you are going to see the difference in your life, your ideology, and what you think. If you want to read books on stocks, read books on stocks if you don't understand it and you always wanted to invest. If you want to learn about taxes like a dummy, you want to learn how to do your own taxes so you're not bamboozled, or accounting to manage your money, anything where you lack knowledge in, you can find a book that's going to teach you how to increase in that area. If you're into cooking, you get some recipe books, culinary books. You're into architecture and design. Like right now, I love playing with makeup, trying different hair. It's something I just like, and I have books like this in my library. I have a library behind me. I have a library outside that I record in front of you guys, but I have different books for everything, and I do listen to Audible. But for a book like this that I'm interested in, or even some design books like I have over here, like architecture, to get the physical book. I haven't opened these yet, but I just got these ordered and I'm going to add them to my library. But they're all architecture. I get the hardcover because they have I'm into home decor and I have some projects coming up. So I've been into getting those books, and of course makeup book, hair book. No matter what you're interested in, get a variety of books, get inspired. We were born to create, we were born to be creative, and nothing inspires us more than looking at works from different backgrounds, different cultures, different places, and we're learning from them, we're inspired from them, learning the history of things, and just educating yourself on a plethora of things. It's going to enlighten your mind and make you just have a different view of the world. So reading is really transformative. The second one is the foods you eat, of course, in this 6 months, right? It's been summer, so I've been on vacation. As you guys have noticed in past videos, or if you're on my Instagram, like I lose mad weight and then I'll go on a vacation and I do come back and I gain a little 10 pounds because I really like to live. Life was made for living, so I don't like to be restrictive on myself on vacations. I'm like, I'm going to eat what I want to eat, and then when I come back, I know the recipe, I know the sauce to kind of get back into the groove of things, and I'm going to get back into the groove of it. But in those 6 months that you're isolating yourself, making sure you're eating food not just to lose weight, but food that is good for your brain, to live longer. That's the new philosophy that of health. That is the best way to live, you know, to look younger, way beyond your age. But no matter what, I always try to eat foods that are going to be good for my skin, that is going to be good for my body, and try to live a life, like make sure that I'm not just eating for an aesthetic or to look cute or to get slim, but I'm eating to live long, to enjoy the fruits of my labors, you know, the work that I've done. I want to be able to retire. By the time many people retire, they're already with, you know, back problems, they're already aging, they're already like, they took so little care of themselves in their working years that they can't even enjoy their retirement years, you know. It sucks. Okay, so if you disappear for 6 months, you watch what you eat, and it could be difficult, but even portion control, even if you're still going to eat bad, you don't yet have the discipline that you have. And when I say bad, I don't like to correlate bad food, good food, but what I mean is processed food made in a factory, food that is packaged. If you're going to eat like that, limit yourself. I'm not saying like in my journey that I've been on that I don't eat like that, but I limit myself where I'm like, I'm not going to eat a whole bag of chips if I'm going to eat chips. I'm not going to eat a whole thing of French fries. I have the serving. Look at the serving. How many? If I have a chocolate bar, ice cream bar, whatever, I'm not gonna have 2 servings, 3 servings. Portion control yourself in 6 months, okay? Results takes time to see, but once you start drinking your water, you start eating a little healthier, you will see some form. It's impossible to not see results when you're consistent. Working out 30 minutes a day, okay, which is the next thing, which is the workouts that you do 30 minutes a day consistently. I used to look up how to lose 10 pounds, 15 pounds in 10 days or 30 days and this and that, like fast weight loss, and then I would go on them and then I would gain the weight again, because like I said, during the pandemic, the pandemic been years. It's been years and I'm still struggling with that weight. I was always athletic, played sports in school. I'm not used to this body weight, so for my height it is very uncomfortable for me, for my height. But you can want to like find results really quick, but you find that you'll get the results and then you'll gain the weight right back because of your ideology. So I found what works best is not really restricting your diet, restricting yourself and what you eat to such a thin degree, but still having discipline and self-control. What works best is consistently working out every day, no matter what, at least 30 minutes. I'm doing some HIIT workout and I'm walking, you know, making sure you portion control. Over time, in 6 months, you will see result for yourself, even if others can't see it. Now, the results can be small, like, okay, I couldn't run a mile before, now I'm running 3 miles without stopping. That is major results, okay, running 3 miles without stopping. Or my sleep has gotten better, my mental fog, or I stopped drinking alcohol, I've been this or whatever. Like, a lot of those are measurements that transform you and you start to feel better. The next is the habits you build. What habits are you building for yourself? Do you have a skincare routine? I make it a habit to have a skincare and hair care routine. I'm released, I'm chilling. You have a skincare routine that you stay true to. You really avoid getting lazy, washing off your makeup, making sure your skin is just flawless, that even if you decide to go barefaced, people cannot tell the difference. And if you wear makeup, like, you can see there's no rises or bumps on your face or whatever when you do your makeup. matters. A lot of people are like, oh, I can just fix my bad skin with makeup. No, you will see bad skin through makeup, textured skin, all of that. But there are some people, they put makeup is just so smooth, so even, it almost looks fake. You know, their skin looks just so creamy. Making sure you have a consistent routine. If you're a woman, of course, men do skincare too, but especially as women, I know women love to have skincare routine. Like you have your vitamin C oils, your fat water oils, you know, your coconut butters that you put on your face or whatever. You have your routine at night and you stick to it. You brush your teeth, you floss, you know, like I have a whole night routine that I don't feel comfortable. I've done it so much that when I don't do it at night, I can't stay asleep or I feel uncomfortable because it's just that much of a routine. So this is a habit that in the long run, my skin will thank me for it as I'm aging, you know? Any habit, like, hey, I wake up first thing in the morning, I pray, I make my bed, and then I work out 30 minutes and then I shower or whatever. You make that your routine. Those are habits. Or I make a shake before I even leave the house so I'm not tempted to get donuts at Dunkin' Donut or whatever. I wake up early enough to already make a protein packed healthy fruit smoothie, and then I pack a snack, a healthy snack with me if you're going to work, to avoid eating something bad. Waking up early, making that a habit, will keep you consistent with your day. Next is the money that you invest. And I said, if you don't know how to invest, then read books on investment. Read books on tax laws and how to file your taxes, etc. Do not just not know and be okay with not knowing, okay? Because the money you invest in different places will show up 6 months from now. In investment, you don't have to go invest in stock. I know people that you want to start a business, okay, I have the funds to kind of help you with your startup, but I'm gonna get a percentage of whatever for an X amount of time, or I buy a stake in your company. You just got to make your mind work and be around people that think like this, you know, which goes into my next one, which is I don't believe isolation is the key, unless of course you trying to disappear to lose weight and then come back and stunt on the world. Okay, sis, then do what you got to do. But if it's money, finances, building up your brand, etc., you're gonna need some exposure. And so that goes with going around the right people, talking to the right people, making friends, connecting with people. You're going to have to do that, right? And that is a form of investment, to connect with the right people, make the right friends. Where now if you have a friend, you know, have this idea they got going, they want to do this, and you're like, hey, that is a brilliant idea, I can lend you some money for that if you trust, you know. And never ever 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 give money or lend money, borrow money, invest money that you're not willing to lose, that you're gonna have a fit about, cry about, hold animosity about if you lose. Never give your whole life savings into anything. Never, ever, ever, right? But if you have like a friend that say, hey, I can give you 500 or 1,000 or whatever, you can have some money saved up, then you can do that. Or you save your money for 6 months. You don't go eat out, do whatever, to start your own business, you know, and then go and make the connections to find investors. A lot of us have great ideas, but we don't have the money to make our ideas come to life. And we could have people that would want to invest in us, but we're stuck in the same circle at the club every weekend. We're gossiping with our friends, we're doing this, and then you're not like putting yourself out there to even be around people that could help you with your goals or invest in you, and vice versa. People that have ideas that you can invest in, that you guys can think together, create together, be creative together. You have to put yourself out there, okay? Trust me. The next is the friends you meet, which is just what I was saying with the connections, right? The friends you meet is very, very important. You have no idea how meeting the right connection can open so many doors for you. Somebody could give you the simplest ideas. And a lot of us are antisocial. We're still working on that, or we're still working on our people skills. We're not yet comfortable to be out there. So you know what? Get the books. Get the books. Get the books. You're not gonna have the physical connections out there. This is where reading comes from. You can read a lot of book on medicine if you're interested in medicine, architecture, design, of food. You can learn all of that from a book if you're afraid to go meet the people, right? The next is sacrifices you make, which no one talks about, but it's a sacrifice to be great. To make it out here is a sacrifice, okay? You have to be willing to look at everybody else being lit, turned, and you're like, it's okay, I'm gonna be good. I'm good because I know I have a goal. I know what I want to do. I can't get distracted. Because how many times, even on your diet, like I said, for me, vacationing, summertime, I can't negotiate my summer times. But if I was like really like, say I had a wedding or something I need to lose like 10, 15, 20 pounds for, then I would cut that vacation. That wouldn't be a thing. Like that would be my sacrifice. Be like, yo, my wedding is in September. So the whole month of summers, the whole summers from June until August or whatever, I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying home so I can stick with my diet, because I know if I go on vacation, I'm going to eat what I want, you know? So that would be me sacrificing, right? So your sacrifices have to be very similar. You have to just be like, okay, I know this is what I want to do, but I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a break, okay? I'm gonna take a break and do what you have to do. You know what I mean? Also, another thing for the 6 months while you're in isolation, which is bonus, what you watch is very important. What you watch. You cannot sit watching Real Housewives all day, every day. Or you cannot sit watching Love and Hip Hop, all those other shows. You cannot sit and watch nothing but, you know, violence, action, all that, whatever, 24/7 and expect some kind of elevation. In those 6 months in the elevation process, watch some podcasts, watch some videos up here that are uplifting, that is going to teach you something, whether it's interpersonal skills or communicative, like how to communicate with people. Watch some travel channels, want to be inspired by people from other places. Travel yourself, you know. In 6 months you can completely reinvent yourself, because when you travel, it changes you. Like I'll tell you guys, every new country that I've been through, I've come back. I have a souvenir wall outside where it's like a memory for me, but I've come back different, learning about the different etiquettes, different people, how they see, to where your worldview is so completely different. And it makes for somebody too that's more interesting to talk to. I find the people that I'm more interested in talking to, I find very interesting, are people that have explored the world, that knows that people think differently and are different everywhere around the world. They're not linear with their views. They understand the nuances of other people. These are the people that are more interesting, people that are cultured. Even in your hometown, you can be cultured. You can go to an art gallery by yourself. You can go to certain football games, because being cultured is not just going to an art gallery or this or that. It's going to, if you've never been to a baseball game, go to one. If you've never been to a football game, go to one. Do things you've never done. If you've never rock climbed, go to one. If you've never hiked, go hike. If you've never been to see dolphins, go see dolphins. If you've never, whatever it is you've never done in your city, like, have you guys lived like a tourist in your city before? I'm gonna save that for my next video, which you guys will not want to miss, where I'm going to tell you guys why you should start living and how to start living your dream life. And it's gonna blow your mind. But I've been on a high. I've been on a high lately where there's no weed, no alcohol, no substance, nothing that can give me this high. It's literally, I'm high on life and God. Like, that's it. Living my dream life. And it took me, you know, my 6 months, that's my testimony. I took my 6 months. I was still working. I was still out. I didn't disappear, but I was doing things to elevate me in the process to get me to this point. And I've been just living. I've been living. And I want that for you, okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. Comment below what other videos you guys would like to listen to. And the music link is in the description. Until next time. Bye.